It's a 2-point lead for the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, 10-8. As Li Shenquan having trouble bringing down the ball, and a steal here by Wang Zhaohan. Basketball is with Lo Cheng. They go opposite, 16 seconds on the shot clock. Basketball back with Lo Cheng. Now it's with Lo Hao. Hao all the way to the rim. What a finish from Lo Hao.
Nice spin action that time, freeing up the point guard for that lane on the left side, and nice finish.
Basketball here was Li Shenquan. Jin Quan goes to Lewis. Nice pass down low. Wendell Lewis showing us the playmaking ability.
And nice cut to the basket. Again, nice find by Lewis with that playmaking ability.
Sichuan Jincheng Whales here with the basketball. Lo Cheng has it. Lo Cheng swings it opposite. Nice mid-range pull-up, won't go. Wendell Lewis with the rebound. And here comes TAOYUAN. Ooh, a nice finish there, but that won't go for Zhong Bowen. But he's going to be going to the free throw line. 2-point lead for the Sichuan Jincheng Whales here. TAOYUAN Beer Leopards trying to creep around and stay around. Love their name, Beer Leopards. We like that. Maybe I could find that beer somewhere here in the convenience store and try it.
Yeah, you have to have a taste of that.
Yeah, definitely. But if you're under 21, definitely don't listen to what we're saying.
Yeah.
But you're of age. Nice name. And that's going to be a tied matchup. 12 apiece as TAOYUAN Leopards will have the basketball. Or the Sichuan Jincheng Whales will have the basketball. They're going the other way. Ball is loose. And there's a kickball violation. It's going to stay. The Sichuan Jincheng Whales, 12 apiece here in our third game. This is the 2026 SummerSlam TAT Invitational here in Chengdu, China. As coming into the game is Zhangzhou Chang for the TAOYUAN Leopards. Basketball here. Swing to the left side. Ball is tipped. It's good. Going the opposite way here. They swing it one more. Jiaqi. Jiaqi will lose it, and it's going to go back to the Leopards. 12 apiece. Sloppy basketball so far the last few possessions.
Yeah, wasted chance that time for the Whales. They were deep in the basket, but just couldn't get a hold of the leather that time.
Here comes the Leopards. Basketball is with Lewis. Lewis swings it over. Basketball still with the Leopards. Lewis has it, low post. Wendell goes up, doesn't get it to go, but he will get a second chance and he'll get that one to go.
Again, Lewis knows his way around the basket and just nice pivot to get deeper, and nice short stop for the finish.
Basketball is with Shin Ming. Now they get over to Lo Cheng. There's going to be a foul. And it's going to stay with the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. The Sichuan Jincheng Whales was part of the leg 1 of the Asian tournament. The leave of absence in leg number 2, and they're back here for leg number 3. Big attack, they go inside, and that's going to be a foul on Wang Zhouyu. And a strong finish for Li Jiaqi. 14 apiece here. A strong finish coming from Li Jiaqi. And a chance here to get the lead for the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. And he won't convert that one. We're going to stay at deadlock at 14. Oh, what a take there coming from Li Shenquan. And he will get the lead back for the dual TAOYUAN Leopards. 16-14. Basketball now is with Jiaqi. Jiaqi looking for a teammate. Gives it up to Lo Hao. Hao still has it. Swings it opposite. A three is up, and a three is no good, and a stop here for the Leopards. 16-14, they're up by 2. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. They get it to Lewis. Wendell bumps. Wendell goes in, and Wendell Lewis will draw the foul.
Again, Lewis, nice to get deep inside and just attracting that contact and drawing that foul. 2 free throws for him.
As Wendell Lewis, the American professional basketball player, played Division I basketball in the United States, began his career at the collegiate level at the Mississippi State Bulldogs, where he spent 4 seasons, and finished his collegiate career with the Alabama State Hornets in the 2014-2015 season. And since graduating, he went on to play overseas, played in Bulgaria, played in Portugal, played in Taiwan, of course, and also played in Indonesia. So a pretty well-rounded veteran here for the TAOYUAN Leopards. 18-14 is the score. 4-point lead for the Leopards, as the Sichuan Jincheng Whales will bring down the basketball. Lo Chung has it. Lo Chung, shifty, pulls up at the free throw line, doesn't get it to go. And Lo Hao will turn it over, it's gonna go the other way.
Lo Hao asking for a foul that time. Attracting contact, but just couldn't get the whistle.
Here comes the Leopards. Give it up. Now to the pinch post. Nice action here. Coming from the Leopards. Triangle set. They go all the way to the rim, and a nice finish there coming from Lin Shen Quan.
Nice offensive play that time, freeing up the guard for that open lane in the middle, and nice attack, lefty finish.
Lo Hao, hesitation, kicks it out for a corner 3. That doesn't go. And the ball will go out of bounds. Another stop here for the Leopards. 20-14, a 6-point lead from the guys from Taiwan. Substitution here. Coming into the game is Gunga Jashi for the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, and for the Leopards coming into the game is Wang John. John will inbound. 6-point lead for his squad. Approaching the last minute of this first quarter. Basketball on the right side. They give it up to Li Shen Quan. Shen Quan attacks right side, pulls up from the mid-range. That's off the front iron. And here comes the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. They're down by 6. Basketball is with Jashi. Now they swing it over to Jachi. Hao 3 or Chung 3. That doesn't go. And a stop again for the Leopards. Here comes the guys from Taiwan. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Han mid-range pull-up looks good.
Good pick and roll action that time, freeing up the ball handler and just a rhythm jumper from the mid-range.
Basketball now. It's on the left side. Jachi. Jachi attacks. Jachi goes up, and Jachi will finish.
Nice drive to the basket and getting the friendly roll on the basket.
2 seconds left to go. A second left to go, and that's going to be a turnover for the TAOYUAN Leopards in this first quarter. A 6-point lead for the Leopards. 22. The guys in white and green. 16. The guys in blue, orange, and yellow. We'll be back with the final 3 quarters. Welcome back here to the SummerSlam Leg 3 of the Asian tournament. It's the TAOYUAN Leopards up against the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, and a dunk here to start the second quarter.
A statement start to this second quarter by the Whales. A 2-on-1 fast break. It's all started on the defensive end.
As Perovic will bring down the basketball. He swings it over to the right side. Nice action, and Wendell Lewis will get that finish.
Nice big man connection for the Leopards that time. A nice finish for Lewis.
And there's going to be a whistle for a travel here and a turnover from the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. And inbounding is Lohan Han looking for a teammate, gives it up to Perovic. Perovic swings it to the middle. Basketball is with John. John goes to Lewis. Lewis kicks out to the corner. A three is up and no good. Lewis with an offensive board. Lewis goes to Perovic. Perovic still inside. He throws up a wild shot. That doesn't go. And here comes Sichuan. They're going the other way. They're going to slow things down. Their team down by 6 here. Josh Shi uses the screen. Josh Shi in the mid post, swings it opposite. 8 seconds to work with here. Great defense coming from the Leopards. 2 seconds now. Great defense, but there's going to be a last second foul. And it's going to stay with the Sichuan Jincheng Whales.
Saved by the whistle are the Whales that time. Looked like a clean steal initially, but there was contact, so there was a foul. Sideline inbound for the Jincheng Whales.
As the Jincheng Whales down by 6 here. Let's see if they can make things happen in the second quarter. Basketball is with Wo Hong. Wo Hong throws up a wild shot and he gets it to go.
Good basket from the left side with the lefty left-hand finish that time.
Perovic, miscommunication, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. And it's going to go back to the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. As the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, like we were talking about off air, they were last place in leg number 1, and they're going to try to see if they can have a better finish in leg number 3 here as they swing it over to the right side for a 3. That doesn't go. Rebound is going to go to the smallest man on the court, but he won't be able to finish, and Perovic will pitch it ahead. On to Lewis. Lewis bumps. Lewis throws up a wild shot. Almost gets it to go, but that's going to be a travel, and it's going the other way.
The Whales heaving a sigh of relief in that defensive play. That was a nice pocket pass. No-look pocket pass by the Leopards that time, finding Lewis for that shot, but just couldn't convert.
Great defense here coming from the Leopards in the front court, but Josh Shi will get it across the timeline. They go inside. Nice bump there from Jahan, but he won't get that one to go. Ball is loose. Ball is tipped around. Body's on the floor, and there's going to be a foul. And it's going to stay here for the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. 24-20, a 4-point lead for the Leopards. A substitution on the floor. Perovic will take a break, and Zhang Zhou Chong will come into the game. Basketball with Zahan. Now it's in the mid-post. Nice spin there by Jia Chi. He's against Lewis. Jia Chi throws up a wild one. That doesn't go. And here comes the Leopards. They're up by 4 here. So we get one more. Lewis about to set that screen. Nice pull-up. That won't go. And there's another whistle here, and that's going to be on Wendell Lewis. 24-20. 7 minutes and 31 seconds left to go. Kind of a flat start for both teams here in the second quarter.
Yeah, for the Whales, I think it's a good way for you a strategy for you to get Lewis in foul trouble. So if you can pile up his fouls, it's a better chance for you to get back in the game.
As Wendell Lewis will take a break here. He's going to head to the bench. So it's going to be an all-local lineup for both squads here. As this is a perfect opportunity for the Sichuan Jincheng Whales to try to make something happen. Lo Chung has it, right side. Uses the screen. Chung. Banana dribble, doesn't get it to go. And here comes the Leopards. Ooh, a nice finish there from Jang Jo Chung. Here comes the Blue Whales. They swing it over to Lo Chung. Now it's with Josh Shi. Chung swings it over to Jia Chi. Jia Chi step through. Doesn't get it to go. Another stop for the Leopards. Here comes Zhou Chung. Now it's with Han Er. Han Er still has it. Han Er goes middle. Han Er swings opposite. Pump fake. Drive baseline. Bo Yuan. Still no go. Here comes Josh Shi. Sichuan Jincheng Whales here. Still flat out of that quarter break. Still nothing there. 9 seconds to work with. And the Blue Whales get something. Step back three. Still no go. Nothing going the way of Sichuan.
Again, sloppy plays here for both squads. More for the Whales this time, and the Leopards are trying to take advantage.
On air, swings over to the opposite side. A three is up, and a three is still no good. A dry second quarter here for both teams. Swing it to the right side. Basketball here is with Chung. Swing it over to Josh Shi. Now it's with Jachi. Jachi swings it over to Lo. Lo doesn't get that one to go. Here comes the Leopards. They're going the opposite way. Sheen Kwan dumps it down. Bodies on the floor once again. It's the Leopards with the basketball. They swing it one more to the corner. Nice swing pass over to Bo Yuan. Still nothing from both of these teams.
Again, the dry spell continues for both squads here. Let's see who can finally get the streak off.
As there's going to be a foul on Wang Zhaohan. And there's going to be a timeout called by the Sichuan Jincheng Whales as the score is stuck at 26-20 here. SummerSlam leg number 3. Welcome back, folks, to the 2026 SummerSlam TAT Invitational here in Chengdu, China. As a corner three still won't go. The dry spell continues, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. I'm sure both of the coaches here not happy with the performances of both squads.
Yeah, I think that was a good timeout for the coach to call midway through this second quarter because nothing is going on for both teams. So for sure, the coaches have prepared them for a better finish to this first half.
Basketball here still with the Leopards, and there's going to be an offensive foul, and it's going to go the other way. We're more than halfway through here, the second quarter, and the score is still stuck at 26-20. It's the TAOYUAN Leopards who are up by 6 points here, as they're going to go the opposite way for the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, sorry. As the guys in blue down by 6. Ball is in the mid post, 12 seconds to work with. A couple of moves, a couple of bumps. Can this finally be the answer to the drought? Still nothing, but a chance here for Lee Jiaqi to get some free throws and end this drought.
Good post move by the big man right there, and finally getting rewarded with, although no basket was there, but at least 2 free throws are coming up for him.
As Lee Jiaqi, the line as the import players here of the TAOYUAN Leopards entering the game. Marco Perovic and Wendell Lewis coming back for the guys in white, green, and yellow. As the shot is up and good for Lee Jiaqi. Finally some points on the board.
Yeah, after a long drought for both teams, finally at least something going from the foul line.
26-21. And they get both free throws to go. It's back down to a 4-point lead for the TAOYUAN Leopards. Lewis has it. Gives it up right side. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. SICHUAN looking for a teammate. Finds Perovic. Perovic throws it up, and Perovic with the finish.
Nice flash to the middle part of the floor right there, and nice mid-range shot for Perovic.
On Hao. Or sorry, that's Lo Hao. They swing it over to Lo Chang. Lo Hao back at it again. Lo Hao, 3 seconds left to go. He needs to throw something up here, and he does. In and out, almost goes in. And Lin Shen Quan will go the other way. Goes to Lewis, and Lewis with an easy finish.
Nice find by the playmaker, and nice catch by Lewis on the other end for that soft touch with the finish.
30-22, an 8-point lead for the TAOYUAN Leopards. Lo Hao looking for a teammate. Gives it up to Lo Chang. Lo Chang still has it. Pulls up from deep, gets it to go. That's from the logo there.
Finally, after a rough part of the game, the perimeter shots continue to fall for the Whales.
And what a strong finish from Wendell Lewis. Absolutely too easy down low, as the score is now 32-25. Lo Hao still has it left side. Basketball now is with Jiaqi. Jiaqi spins, right hand hook, no go. Almost a steal, but a stop here for the TAOYUAN Leopards. 2 minutes and 37 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, as the TAOYUAN Leopards trying to get their first win, as well as the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, who finished in last place winless. So they're literally trying to get their first win here in the Asian tournament this year, as they finally crossed the timeline here, the Leopards. Basketball is with Shin Kwan. They go inside. That pass is too strong. That's a turnover for the Leopards.
It's a good way for the Whales to continue their comeback here. Again, like what you mentioned, winless in leg 1, so there's nowhere to go but up for them. Only with just 1 win, they can already surpass the record from from the leg 1 finish.
32-25, a 7-point lead for the Leopards. The Sichuan Jincheng Whales will go the opposite way. Basketball now is with Lo Chang. Chang, in and out dribble, uses the screen. Chang surveying, pulls up mid-range. That doesn't go. Here comes the Leopards. Basketball now is with Joyo. Swings it over to Perovic. Perovic drives inside, high off the glass, and Lewis with an easy finish.
Lewis in the right place, grabbing that offensive rebound, and nice putback to sustain this 9-point lead for the Leopards.
The timeout has been called by the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. They're down by 9. We have a minute and 52 left to go. We'll be back with the rest of the second quarter. And we're back here in Chengdu, China. Part of the Kauai Asia Tour is the 2026 SummerSlam TAT Invitational. As it's the TAOYUAN Leopards up by 9. Sichuan here trying to add some points on the board. A beautiful action here coming out of timeout, Carlo.
It's great action to free up that big man down low, and nice drop pass from the playmaker. Good timeout of a good play off a timeout.
As the TAOYUAN Leopards here with the basketball. On drives inside. Teardrop is up and good. As the Leopards here bring it up to 9 points. The Sichuan Jincheng Whales here answer. Top of the key. How? Ball is on the right side with Zohan. Han, 6 seconds to work with. Han, step back three. Off the front iron, Lewis with the rebound. Less than a minute to go here in the first half. Perovic will decide to slow things down. John with the basketball, back to Perovic. They swing it over to the corner. John Yo for a three. In and out, and the rebound's gonna go to Chung. Chung goes opposite, and that ball's gonna go out of bounds, but it's tipped out by a Leopard player. And it's gonna stay with the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, as we have a substitution here. Oh, a timeout. And there's going to be another timeout called. The Sichuan Jincheng Whales will talk it over. We'll be back here at the Asian Tournament SummerSlam, leg number 3. And we're back, folks, here at the SummerSlam leg number 3, 36-27. 9-point lead for the Leopards. A play broken here and a stop for the Leopards, and they're going the opposite way. Lewis kicks it out to Han Han will slow things down. 20 seconds on the game clock, 14 seconds on the shot clock, 4-second difference. Marko Perovic has it. Left side. Swings it over. On Earth for 3 off the front iron. Perovic with an offensive rebound. And they're going to hold it for the last shot. They go opposite here. A 3 is up and no good. And that's going to be the buzzer. A slow first half here, Carlo.
Yes, again, a sloppy finish or entire quarter for both teams, but the Taoyuan Leopards just doing enough to fend off this rally by the Sichuan Whales, and they lead by 9 points heading into the second half.
36, the Taoyuan Leopards. 27, the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, a 9-point lead from the guys from Taiwan. We'll be back with the final 2 quarters of regulation. Welcome back here to the Asian Tournament SummerSlam 2026, part of the Kauai Asia Tour here in Chengdu, China. It's a TAOYUAN Leopards up against the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, where the Leopards are up by 7 points against the young squad of Sichuan. As that free throw goes, it's back down to 6 points. And here comes the Leopards. Basketball was with Han Er. Han Er goes opposite. The ball is tipped. Lewis trying to tell his team to calm things down. And here we go. The TAOYUAN Leopards with the possession, up by 6. Basketball is with Han Er. Gives it up to Shin Kwan. And Lewis will go up. Lewis won't get that one to go, and it's going to go the opposite way. Backdoor pass. Kicks it out. A 3 is up, and it's good. The Sichuan Jincheng Whales here off to a strong start, Carlo.
Again, the Whales trying to go to the perimeter. That's their 4th three-pointer of the ball game. They had 3 trays in the first half. Compared to none for the Leopards, but the Leopards were able to pound the rock inside in the first half. They had 16 two-point field goals compared to just 8, so more than half. The Leopards had more than half of the 2-point field goals. They've been pounding the ball inside.
In that third quarter, it was a 14-11 second quarter, a low-scoring affair from both teams. Is at the line for the Leopards is Jongbo Wen. As the Leopards up by 3. Make that 4 now with that made free throw. And Shin Kwan at the line. Or Bo Yen, sorry, at the line. Ball is tipped around. Now it's back with the Leopards. Perovic launches and hits that 3. Here we go. Sichuan Jincheng Whales with the basketball. 41-33. And there's a steal for the Leopards. Nice slow step. Gets that one stripped. And it's going to stay here with the TAOYUAN Leopards, 41-33. So things are picking up here in the third quarter. (41-33), 8 minutes and 14 seconds left to go here. As the TAOYUAN Leopards will inbound sideline, or baseline, sorry. 8 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. And here comes Sichuan. (41-33) as we take a look at that drive. Lewis falls down. 41-33. 7 minutes and 59 seconds left to go in the third quarter. At the line here is Pei Shi Ming. (41-36). And a timeout has been called as the Sichuan Jincheng Whales try to make its way back here. And we'll be back after this quick break. And we are back here in Chengdu, China for the 2026 SummerSlam, the Asian Tournament Invitational. It's the Taoyuan Leopards up against the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. It's only a 3-point lead now for the Taoyuan Leopards, as a 3 is up and no good there, and a stop for the Leopards. And they're going to go the other way. Basketball is with Sheen Kwan. Now it's with Petrovic. Petrovic to Sheen Kwan. Ball is stolen. Ball is loose. And it's going to go out of bounds. As another sloppy possession there. Carlo, if you're the Taoyuan Leopards, what's the game plan to maintain this lead and even build upon it?
Yeah, you have to, if you're sloppy on offense, if both teams are sloppy on offense, you have to play good defense. There are no days off on defense. There are no off nights on defense. So you have to play defense. That has to be the constant thing for you to, for the Leopards to keep this lead and for the Sichuan Whales to uh, overhaul this deficit.
Let's see here. What is going to be the game plan for both squads, as a corner triple is up and no good. And the rebound will go to Lo Hao. Hao has it left side, uses the screen, swings it over to Jiaqi. Now it's over to Chung. Chung 3 in and out. And the rebound is going to go to the Leopards, and they're going to go the opposite way. Ha-er goes inside, throws up a wild shot. That doesn't go. It's going to go out of bounds. But they're going to keep the basketball, the Leopards. You can tell, no, Carlo, that both of these teams are young, trying to feel things out here at the Asian tournament.
Yeah, there are no complicated plays. Even simple plays, they can't convert. So still a future ahead for this for both of these teams right here, and this is a good opportunity for them to grow and develop further as basketball players.
So three-pointer is up and no good by AUG, but the Leopards will keep the basketball here. A three-pointer is up and no good, and the rebound is going to go to Li Jiaqi. And here comes the Whales. Lo Hao goes to Jiaqi. Lo Cheng swings it over. Lo Hao drives inside, goes inside to Jiaqi. Jiaqi loses it. And here comes the Leopards. Sheen Kwan will draw that foul, and it's going to stay with the Taoyuan Leopards.
The Whales trying to stop a 3-on-2 fast break that time. They did so, but they committed a foul, so advantage for the Leopards.
41-38, 5 minutes and 31 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. as we have a couple of substitutions here and a mop stoppage. I'm sure when you go 0 for 5 in your first stint here in the Asian tournament and you're coming back into leg 3, like the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, you're motivated to get a win.
Yeah, of course, you have to be not just hungry but starving to grab a taste of victory here. So again, there's nowhere to go but up for the Sichuan Whales here. Let's see when it should be not a matter of if but when they can get their first win.
Let's see if that first win is going to come here at the expense of the TAOYUAN Leopards, but that one will keep them from that as a nice finish coming from Wang Haojie. And the basketball is going the other way. Ooh, a nice move from Lo Hao, gets it stolen, and here comes the Leopards. They push it right ahead. Nice pass to Haojie, and Haojie with a finish.
Nice transition play that time. 3 passes leading to that open man down low, and nice short stab finish.
As 45-38 is the tally. We are more than halfway through the third quarter. We get over to the left side. Basketball is with Jiaqi. Jiaqi looking for a teammate. Almost stolen here by Huang Zhan. But that's going to be a holding foul. 45-38 is still the tally here. As substitutions here for the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, as coming back into the game is Lo Hao. As let's see here if the Sichuan Jincheng Whales can pull off the W, or will the TAOYUAN Leopards get their first one here in leg number 3. Well, truly depends on the last 14 and 45 seconds of this regulation. This basketball here, Lo Hao gives it up to Lo Chung. Chung, 3, no good. And the rebound is going to go to Wang Zhouyo. Zhouyo has it. Gives it up to Wang Zhana. Zhana looking for a teammate. They try to go inside to their big man, Yuan Kui, and that will be a finish by Wang Haojie.
Nice flash to the basket that time, and nice finish inside.
Let's see here if Lo Hao can make things happen for his squad. He's looking for a teammate. Picked up his dribble here. He's in trouble. Almost a steal. Low pulls up for a 3. No go. It's going to go over the backboard. That's going to go out of bounds. It's a 9-point lead here for the TAOYUAN Leopards.
The Leopards, again, doing enough to fend off this attack by the Sichuan Whales right here, and they've been doing it on both ends of the floor.
And a timeout has been called by the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. We'll be back after this quick break. We are back here in Chengdu, China for SummerSlam Leg 3 Tat Invitational. And it's the TAOYUAN Leopards with a 9-point lead here. They swing it over to the left side. Shin Kwan for a 3. And that's a 12-point lead now for the Leopards.
The Leopards now heating up here, doing it again on both ends of the floor. Nice 3-pointer from top of the key.
Basketball is with Lo Chung. It's at the top of the key. Now it's with Lo Hao. Hao. Nowhere to go here. 6 seconds. Lo Hao goes inside, throws up a wild shot, and a stop here for the Leopards. Going the other way. SICHUAN loses it, but it's going to stay with the Leopards. SICHUAN here not looking good on the offensive end, Carlo.
Again, you can see the youth on this team showing here the immaturity, unable to convert on offense and undisciplined on defense.
Ooh, a nice
Like what happened right
finish.
there.
Yeah, not a lot of defense being played, plus offensively can't get any baskets. As Lo Hao has it. Pinch post area. Hao, right side. Pocket pass inside. Spin, and there's a foul. And finally, somewhat of a decent action there for SICHUAN.
Yes, some nice two-man action right there on the right side of the floor. And good thing they were able to draw the fouls. Two free throws for the blue shirts.
As the Sichuan Jincheng Whales trying to figure things out here. They're down by 14 points, approaching the last 2 minutes of this third quarter. And at the line is Li Jia-chi. Like Carlo mentioned earlier, the Sichuan Jincheng Whales finished dead last in the leg number 1 of the Asian tournament, which was held here as well in Chengdu, China. But the Sichuan Jincheng Blue Whales, franchise of the Chinese Basketball Association, this squad is their developmental team. This is their D-League. And this is a high-level squad trying to develop their young players. As right now they're down by 13 and they force a stop, and maybe they could turn things around here.
Again, some flashes of brilliance throughout this game, but just couldn't put it all together for the Whales as they remain down big against the Leopards.
52-39. Almost a steal there. They swing it right side corner for a 3. Got it to go. It's back down to 10 points.
So finally, a good defense and offensive sets here for the Whales. Let's see if they can build from their gains in the last 2 possessions.
Ball is loose. Another stop here. Here comes the Whales. They go right side. Nice Euro step finish there coming from Li Jia-chi.
So finally, the offense picking up somehow for the Whales. Back-to-back buckets for them.
And there's another stop here for the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. It is now back down to single digits. We have a player on the floor here. That's Lo Chang holding on to his chest area. Hopefully, Lo Chang is all right. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. As our officials talk this over, if they're going to review this one. I wonder what they're spraying there. You can see there, it's a CBA linen bag. So sure that the medical staff of the Sichuan Jincheng Whales know exactly what they're doing. As we see the medical staff as well of the Asian tournament attending to Lo Chang. Hopefully it's nothing serious. We hope him nothing but the best. As Coach Zhang Yifan talking it over with his team. I don't know if it's his hand or if it's his rib area.
I think it's in the midsection area. Yeah.
Good to see that he is off the floor and can get on his own feet. As we will resume action shortly here in Chengdu, China. With the continuation of our third game, we still have one more game coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Philippine Aces United, a multiple-time champion here in the Asian tournament. They will go up against the New Taipei Kings, one of the renowned pro clubs here in Asia. So an exciting time here for our final match. As the Sichuan Jincheng Whales have cut down the lead to 8 points. A three is up by Jachi, but that's going to be an air ball. Here comes the Leopards. They're going the other way. They lose that basketball, and it's going to go the other way.
So good things going here for the Whales, forcing another turnover here. Let's see if they can make this a 6-0 run.
52-54, an 8-point lead for the Leopards. As the Whales here will try to make things happen. Lo Hao swings it over. Wu Hong. Hao steps in for a free throw jumper. That doesn't go, and here comes the Leopards. An attack. Ball is loose. They get it over to Lewis, who's finally back in the game, and that's going to go out of bounds. And the Whales here with a stop.
Yes, another solid defensive play that time. Lewis was asking for a foul, but looked like a clean defensive possession for the Sichuan Whales.
8-point lead. Trying to be erased here by the guys with the basketball. How? Looking for a teammate. Still has it. 11 seconds left to shoot. Chung has it now. Chung. Looking for this ISO. Chung. Step through. Teardrop off the front iron. A stop here for the Leopards. Here comes the guys in white and green. Corner triple is not good. And here comes the Whales once again. 52-44, an 8-point deficit here. Faced by the guys in blue. What a take there. Doesn't get it to go. A stop for the Leopards. And let's see what they'll do with this final possession. They're going to decide to go early. Mid-range jumper is up and good for Lohunter.
I think that's a double-edged sword right there. You can take a jumper because you're free, but the coach may want to slow things down and take the last shot.
Let's see here what the Whales will do. Ooh, a nice step-through move for Lo Hao as he beats the clock with a right-hand scoop.
Good finish for the Whales here. Good bunching up a handful of great plays on both ends. So we'll see if they can sustain the momentum heading into the fourth and final frame.
The TAOYUAN Leopards 54, the Sichuan Jincheng Whales 46, an 8-point lead for the guys in white and green, as we'll be back with the final 10 minutes of regulation. All right, folks, we're back here at Chengdu, China, and a quick steal here, and a quick finish almost. But they're going to be going to the free throw line. Carlo, looks like the Sichuan Jincheng Whales here off to a good start.
Yes, the Sichuan Whales able to at least sustain some momentum from that solid end to the third quarter. So nice defensive play that time, leading to that fast break opportunity. Now 2 free throws for them to start this quarter.
Wang Zhahan at the line. Glad to see that he's okay. He was the one on the floor a couple of minutes ago, and he buries that free throw. Brings the lead back down to 7. If you're Sichuan, Carlo, what's the game plan here in the fourth quarter to try and come back and win this game?
Again, if that first play is an indication, you have to make a fast-paced attack. If for the Sichuan Whales, I think that will favor them. So we'll see if this run continues for the blue shirts.
Back down to 6 points. Only 2 possessions are in between the TAOYUAN Leopards and the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. Basketball here with Joe Chung. Joe Chung off the glass, no good. Lewis with the rebound, but it's taken away. Ball is on the floor, body's on the floor, and here comes the Whales. They're going to go in the opposite way. Basketball here. Who's it low? How? Nice dump down pass. No whistle. And a stop here for the Leopards. Ball is loose and recovered here. We go to the opposite side. A 3 is up and good. Wang Zhahan with a big-time shot here for the Sichuan Jincheng Whales.
The Whales pouncing on that miscue by the Leopards that time, and they had a 3-on-2 break, and they found the open man on the right wing.
It is down to 3 points here. Can the Leopards answer with a 3? Yes, sir. That's a big-time shot there by Jang Zhou-Chung.
Good way to silence the run for the Whales that time. Nice 3 from the right wing.
Back up to 6. Basketball is with Lo Hao. Hao gives it up. Ball is on the floor. Leopards with the steal. They're going to go the other way. They're up by 6. They get it inside to Joe Chung. They swing it opposite, but he's going to step out of bounds. Zhou Yul turned that over.
An unforced error for the Leopards. Again, they had the numbers 4-on-3, and they found the open man on the corner, but just stepping out of bounds.
57-51. Let's see here. If the Jincheng Whales can get it done, but there's a steal. Ball is loose once again, and a finish here for Jang Zhou-Chung.
Great way for the Leopards to make up for that miscue in the previous play, and nice steal leading to that fast break opportunity.
An 8-point lead here with the Leopards. Sichuan with the basketball. They attack. Jia Qi goes up. That doesn't go. A rebound here for Huang Zhan. Now it's with Zhou Yu. Zhou Yu swings it over. And the ball will go out of bounds, and sloppy basketball once again here.
Again, like what you said, you couldn't have said it better. Just sloppy basketball, a poor pass, an errant pass to the corner. The corner man was already open that time, but just poor passing.
59-51, an 8-point lead for the Leopards. The Whales with the basketball here. Let's see if they can convert a basket. Jia Qi gives it up to Lo Chung. Jia Qi has it. DHO once again. Lo Hao drives, spins. There's a foul. And it's going to stay with the Jincheng Whales. If you're the TAOYUAN Leopards here, Carlo, how can you slow down here the attempts of comebacks of the Sichuan Jincheng Whales?
Yeah, I think you have to stay disciplined on defense. You're playing against a young team, so if you can rattle them on the defensive end as well as on offense, then you have a good chance to preserve this lead right here and grab your first victory in your debut game.
Let's see here if they can get a couple of more stops in the final 7 minutes and 23 seconds. Inbounding are the Whales. On the right side, they swing it over to the corner. Nice attack. Nothing there. Back with Lo Hao. Hao surveying, lurking, looking for a teammate. Steps through, throws it up off the glass. That doesn't go. Lewis with the rebound. And the Leopards are going to go the other way. They're going to slow things down here. Mid-post is Zhou Chung. Zhou Chung drives. Zhou Chung with a layup, and that goes back up to double digits here for the Leopards.
Again, the Whales look like they gave up on that defensive play right there. And the Leopards just blew by the defense and finished inside.
Basketball here is with Lo Chung. Chung thought about it, swings it over to Jiachi. Jiachi looking for a teammate here. Jiachi, nowhere to go. Gives it up, 3 seconds left on the shot clock. They throw up a wild shot, that doesn't go. That's gonna be the shot clock, and it's gonna go to the Leopards. A good stop here for TAOYUAN.
Again, like what we mentioned, the Leopards rattling the young Sichuan Whales here, and that has resulted to this double-digit lead.
And a timeout has been called. It's a 10-point lead for the Leopards. We'll be back with the final few minutes of regulation. Welcome back to Chengdu, China here as the TAOYUAN Leopards up by 10. Lewis in the mid-post, swings it opposite. It's back with Lewis in the mid-post. Almost a nice feed down low, but it's stolen here by Lo Hao. Hao attacks, Lo Hao loses it, and another stop for the Leopards. They go the opposite, and an easy 2 points for the TAOYUAN Leopards.
Again, good defense translating into easy offense for the Leopards. They are pounding it inside, and they now have a 12-point lead.
Swing it opposite. A deep three is up and in and out. The rebound's going to go to Wang Zhouyu. It's a 12-point lead for the Leopards here. Can they close this game out? Basketball. Bowen. Bowen goes opposite. That's going to go out of bounds. A missed opportunity there for the Leopards.
A good intention for the Leopards going for that shovel pass to Lewis for that two-man game, but a mistimed pass, so an opportunity for the Whales to trim the gap here.
63-51. Can the Whales capitalize on the opportunity for an extra possession here? Nice pass on the opposite side. Jiachi in the mid-post. He's working. He loses it. He gives it up. And nothing there, but there's going to be a foul. And free throws coming from Wang Zhaohan. As the Sichuan Jincheng Whales here trying to make things happen. As they were part of the leg one of the Asian tournament that had the Billion Stars, the Hong Kong Vanta Black Dragons, the Macau Black Knights, and the Thailand Titans. But let's see here if they can try to get a win in this leg. They're currently down by 10. As an attack here from the Leopards. Left-hand layup isn't good. There's a whistle. And it's going to be free throws here. And Leopards. As Lewis will head to the line. Wendell Lewis, the 6'9" center, but it's not Lewis at the line. It's going to be Mr. Zhang Zhou Chung for the Leopards. An 11-point lead for TAOYUAN. Second one goes, and We're approaching the halfway mark of this fourth quarter. If there's going to be a run made by Sichuan, it has to be now. The right side of the basketball court. Jia Chi gives it to Jahan. Lo Hao pulls up for three. That doesn't go. Ball is loose. And a nice finish there by Jia Chi.
Way to stay in the play that time and grabbing that second chance opportunity and finishing with the reverse.
10-point lead for the Leopards here. 65-55. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the fourth. Lewis has it. Top of the key. Beautiful pass down low. A couple of fakes. That doesn't go. And here comes Sichuan with a stop. And they get a basket here. Low. Kicks it out for a three. Jahan. That's short. A stop here for the Leopards. They're going the opposite way. They try to go down low to Lewis. Miscommunication there. Sloppy basketball. Jahan, corner three. That goes. It's back down to a 7-point lead.
The Wales were able to capitalize on that miscue on the other end, and they found the open man on the left corner for three.
65-58. A timeout has been called. We'll be back here in Chengdu, China. So back here in Chengdu, China, for the SummerSlam leg number 3 TAT Invitational. It's the TAOYUAN Leopards up by 7 against Sichuan. A three is up and no good. Leopards with the offensive board. Corner three wide open. Still no good. And the Whales with a stop here. Let's see if they can get things done. Good save there. Now the basketball. Ooh, crossover. Mid-size. Still no go. Lewis will get that steal. So an empty possession there for the Sichuan Jincheng Whales. Lewis will slow things down. Wendell attacks. Right hand layup is too easy.
So poor defense inside the paint for the Wales, just letting Lewis get an open layup.
67-58 is the score. Basketball here. Still with the Wales. They're down by 9. Nothing there and a turnover for the Wales, but they get it back with a counter steal. They go up with a layup, and what a tough finish there. And things isn't over yet, Carlo.
Good way to hang in the air for the point for the guard right there, and nice finish to cut the lead to 7.
Leopards with the basketball. TAOYUAN gives it up to Lewis. Now it's with Joe Chong. Joe Chong loses it. And here comes the Wales. They're only down by 7. A three is up. And a three is good. It's back down to 4. What a big time shot there by Wang Jahan.
So back-to-back solid plays for the Wales that time. A defensive play leading to that open three on the right side.
Let's see if the Leopards can answer. TAOYUAN has the basketball. TAOYUAN, top of the key. Gives it up left side. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And a big time make there. And just like that, Guan Hao brings it back up to 6.
Clutch basket for the Leopards right in time to stop that 4-0 or make that 5-0 run for the Wales.
Another three is up, and that won't go. And a stop here for the Leopards. And bringing down the basketball is Zhang Zhou Chong. Zhou Chong gives it up to Lewis. Lewis drives baseline. He will be fouled. And it's going to be on the floor. 6-point lead for the Leopards. 1 minute and 28 seconds left to go here in the fourth. It's very possible still here for Sichuan to keep it close.
Mathematically, they're still alive here. Down by just 6 points with less than 1 minute and 30 to go. But again, time is not on their side. They have to play first good defense and make their shots on the other end.
Let's see if they do just that. Inbounding here for the Leopards. Lewis gets the inbound. Basketball is with Joe. Yo, Dipsy Dude doesn't get it to go. Here comes the Whales. They're going the opposite way. They're running. They're going, and a nice finish there. And it's back down to 4.
Again, like what we mentioned, good defense will lead to good offense. So that's what the Whales were able to do that time. Just a 4-point lead.
And an offensive foul here will be called on the TAOYUAN Leopards. And the Sichuan Jincheng Whales with an opportunity to cut it to a single possession here with 1 minute and 7 left to go.
Again, an eternity of basketball left here. Still over 1 minute to go here. We'll see what happens.
Joshi, right side, looking for a teammate. They drive middle, they put up a shot, that doesn't go, and a stop for the Leopards. Less than 1 minute left to go. Basketball now is with Lewis in the mid-post. Lewis, 1 bump, 2 bump, looking, another bump, 3rd bump. Gets it inside, loses it, it's gonna stay with the Leopards. Interesting turn of events here, Carlo, in the final minute of this fourth quarter.
A good decision for Lewis that time to suck in the defense and just pass it at the last second, but they just couldn't convert. So let's see. The good defense for the Whales here. Let's see if they can finish this.
Lewis inside the paint, right hand hook is clutch. And that brings the lead of the Leopards up to 6, 2-possession ball game.
Lewis said, it's my time. It's my time to take over.
And the ball is loose, and it's going to stay with Sichuan here, 71-65. All of our games so far here have been electric and down to the wire. Leg number 3, living up to the heat of the summer. It's the Summer Slam here in Chengdu, China. And we have a timeout here, 71-65. As we still have 32 seconds left on the clock. If you're the TAOYUAN Leopards, Carlo, you're up by 6 points. What's the game plan in the final 40 seconds?
Again, you have to stay disciplined and not make silly mistakes on offense and on defense. Just when you're on offense, just make sure you inbound the ball properly and execute on offense, and on the defensive end, not give up easy shots, whether on the 3-point line or inside the arc.
And if you're the Sichuan Jincheng Whales, you have 40 seconds, you're down by 6. Of course, get a stop. But how will you get that stop?
Yeah, you have to get your pesky defenders on the ball handlers of the Leopards, and again, try to force a steal, but not. If not, you have to stop the clock and go for a quick foul, and that's the only way for you to at least stop the clock again and make a play happen.
And let's see here what the Whales will do. Inbounding is Gunga Jashi. Jashi gives it up. They drive. They kick it out for a 3 in the corner. That doesn't go. And a stop here for the Leopards. And let's see if the Whales will foul. 20 seconds on shot clock and game clock. Basketball here is with Wang John. Now it's with Bohuyen. Bohuyen. 6 seconds. And that's going to be it. And Lewis will slam it in to give the exclamation point.
Again, that's the right way to end the game right here, but Unfortunately, the Whales couldn't sustain their momentum, and that has resulted to this 8-point loss for Sichuan.
And the TAOYUAN Leopards will take the first victory here of the Asian Tournament SummerSlam leg number 3. The Sichuan Jincheng Whales fall once again. And let's see how the Sichuan Jincheng Whales will continue to improve and if the TAOYUAN Leopards will continue to win. Final thoughts, Carlo.
Again, the Taoyuan Leopards, a great way to start their debut here in the Asian tournament. But again, it's relatively an inferior team, the Sichuan Whales. So they are in for a tougher competition in their next few games. But again, good start for them to feel the competition here. But on the other hand, Sichuan Whales, their misfortunes continue. Unfortunately, they have lost for the 6th straight time, bridging the leg 1.
As that will be it for our 3rd game. We still have one more matchup coming your way. It's the Philippine Aces United up against the New Taipei Kings. But that's going to be a win here for the TAOYUAN Leopards, 73-65. And the best player of the game is, of course, Wendell Lewis of the TAOYUAN Leopards. One more game coming your way at 8 p.m. So don't go away just yet, folks. We'll be back here at the SummerSlam TAT Invitational.